What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blueclouds Media. Welcome back again to the FA Cup preview between Chelsea and Leicester City. Join us here on this exclusive FA Cup clash between Leicester City, and Chelsea FC in the quarterfinals of a hint. Will Chelsea get a revenge against Leicester City? We know of that finals where Chelsea lost, I think 2001 when Chelsea lost that FA Cup finals to Leicester City. But will Chelsea get a revenge on the championship side? Chelsea's recent form, we're looking at Chelsea's recent form and their goal scoring, but yet cannot keep clean sheet. Will Leicester City championship dominance translate to a cup upset? We'll be looking at key players like Daka, Patson Daka, I'm sure that's the name. Jamie Vardy will not take part in it in this particular encounter. But then Nicholas Jackson, who's on fire, and also man like Cole Palmer also in there, and then the rest of the players. We'll be looking at the injury list between both sides, Chelsea and Leicester City. Also, who do you think will win this game? We want to have your prediction in the comment section below. And why do you think that Chelsea or Leicester City will go on to win this particular encounter? Let us know in your comment section below. Can Chelsea secure a much-needed clean sheet, which has been a difficult thing that Chelsea can do this time? Will Leicester City attacking form from the championship carry the day? We will see the FA Cup, who will progress to the next stage in this particular encounter, particular fixture. We'll look into that. So drop your comments in the comment section below. If you're watching us from X, whatever platform you're watching us, let us know what your concern or what your thoughts are on this up and coming fixture. So hang in there, be with us. We'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back, guys. We are going to take you guys through the next few minutes of a preview, looking at the big game coming up between Chelsea and Leicester City championship side, who are dominating the championship table at this moment. They are really on fire. I know a couple games, prior to this game, they were losing some, points there. But I know Leicester City have so much. We're going to look into the head-to-head between those two teams, the dominance in the Premier League already before they were being relegated to the Championship. But then they are on the verge of coming back to the Premier League, which is very, very important. We'll be looking at too. There could be a cup upset, but will Mauricio Pochettino and see that happening? I'm being joined here by my wonderful co-host, Stephen G is here with me. Stephen G, been a while. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, it's been a while. Doing good. Looking forward to today. We should win. But yeah, how are you doing?
Not too bad. It's just behind the scenes things with the technical issues, and I don't want to get into it. That is why my stream has been very, very late, has been delayed and late today. Other than that, everything is going on well. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to see the viewers and listeners back on the platform again. We're gonna get into the nitty gritty of everything at this moment. I don't know what's going on with. I'm sure there's something going on with YouTube where the link is not going to YouTube. So all the viewers now are on X, which there's nothing wrong with that. I haven't really connected much with my X viewers, but anyone watching on X right now, if you're watching this live, please don't forget to like and also follow us. Follow the account on X at this moment because we are still trying to grow our book all our accounts. So if an X watching us live, let us know what your thoughts are on this up and coming fixture. Steven, let's start with the injury news.
Mm-hmm.
Steven G.
Yeah, so on the Chelsea side of things, Badiashile and Chilwell were in team training. We know that Chilwell's available for selection. I don't know if anything's been said about Badiashile. And then the rest of them, by that I mean Levi Colwell, Wesley Fofana, Reece James, Romeo Lavia, Christopher Nkunku, and Leslie Ugochukwu are all doing their rehab program still. So hopefully a couple of them will be back after the international break.
Brilliant and beautiful. I think much hasn't changed from the last time we played. Our last game we played. A lot of
Not much.
not
It's more
much.
that Badiashile and Chilwell are in team training and therefore they're probably available. We know Chilwell is. I don't know about Badiashile whether or not he's available, but I'd imagine if Chilwell's available, then probably Badiashile's available as well.
Guys, so we'll be looking into the predicted lineup as we still sit here and wait for the actual lineup. We'll be having a different screen where we can display the predicted ones. And let us know, guys, if you look at the predicted lineup and you want to make a few changes, let us know. As that's why the main reason why I'm here to connect with you and know what your reasons are, and why you want to make certain key changes. Um, uh, Certain key changes. So guys, please, like I said, be my guests here. We'll be looking into the preview of it. Steven, any additional things whilst I'm trying to get these images on the screen? Can you take us
Um,
through some few of talking
yeah.
points?
So I've just sent you something on Discord in the group chat if
Yeah.
you want to get that up as well.
Okay.
Basically, it's just showing Nicholas Jackson since he's come back from Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
So he scored in each of his last 3 games. He's got 3 goals, 1 assist in his last 5 appearances. The only one he didn't was the Liverpool Cup final. And he's got in total in 3, 4, 5, 6. So in 8 games since he's been back, he's got 4 goals and 1 assist since he's been back from AFCON. But if you want to get that up when you get the others up, then you can also see the competition in the little circle. So like the Premier League badge, FA Cup badge, or Carabao Cup badge. Then the date of the game, who the opponent was, the score, with Chelsea stated first, and then how many minutes, how many goals, how many assists, how many yellows, and how many reds that he got. Obviously, you can only get 1 red, but it's just easier to explain it that way.
Yeah, I think I have that image on the
Yeah,
screen.
since he's come from back from Africa Cup of Nations, it's been in good form. He's only played in 2 FA Cup games this season because he missed, obviously, because of AFCON. So he scored in both of his previous FA Cup games. That was the Aston Villa 3-1 win for Chelsea and the Leeds United 3-2 win for Chelsea as well. So hopefully he continues that record and goes 3 for 3 today.
So if you're looking at the diagram that we have on the screen or the image that we have your screen, your
Yeah,
explanation
that's one.
is the games that Nicholas Jackson has taken part in and goals and yellow
Since
cards.
Africa
So
Cup of Nations.
since the return of African Cup of Nation. So that means that Stephen, he's been disciplined. He's been disciplined. His disciplinary
Hmm. I
records
think I
has
think
get
the
better.
message has finally got through to him about you need to calm down a bit.
Absolutely. So, guys, so Nicholas Jackson's disciplinary issues have been sorted out. You can see on screen just one yellow card so far, no red card, and it's been impressive. His goal tally also has moved on. He's got involved in Chelsea Newcastle game, which was a 3-2 win for Chelsea, and then also the Brentford 2 to draw, Leeds United 3-2. All these games he was being involved. Liverpool and Chelsea. I remember. I think there was a cup fight. No, it wasn't. I think it was a cup final, yeah. The
Yeah, the
Carabao Cup
Carabao Cup.
final, which we lost to Liverpool, and Manchester City 1-1 draw. Nicholas Jackson was involved with no yellow card. Crystal Palace 3-1
Got the
draw, and I
assist
remember
for
how
the
he got
goal in the City
that
game.
yellow card that Nicholas Jackson got was a very very funny. How do you call it? Funny
Funny.
yellow
Funny
card.
works. Bro
Yeah,
ran
funny. Yeah,
straight
yellow card.
across the pitch in front of the referee's face. Got a yellow card for it.
Yeah, man has to run across the pitch to the other
But
side
you
of
didn't have to.
the goal
You're not
to
supposed
go
to.
and celebrate the goal.
You're not supposed to do it.
Yeah, and he'll be okay, but he went across the goal. The referee's in front of the referee. He went across the referee, and the referee was like, "What the hell is this guy?"
Bro probably thought it was a pitch invader
Yeah.
for a minute.
Yeah, you could say so. Although he's part of the players, but it was a pitch invasion.
No, but you got to think,
yeah.
You just see this flash come across your eye line. You're not going to think, innit?
No. So yeah, Nicholas Jackson, for you, that gram is right there. I was talking about Crystal Palace game where he conceded one yellow card. Aston Villa, well, I think Chelsea won to us, and we went to Aston Villa, and then we won 3-1. That was also in the cup. Was it cup? Yeah, Carabao Cup.
No, that's in the Prem.
That's the
Premier League. Aston Villa.
Yeah.
I thought you said Palace again.
No, I would say 3-1 was the Premier League, and then went to Aston Villa 3-1.
11 a.m.
Yeah, Wolverhampton Wanderers also where we lost 4-2 to Wolves.
But he only got 27 minutes in that game.
27 minutes. So, guys, the minutes are right there, and you can tell Nicholas Jackson's impact after the African Cup of Nations has been very, very impressive. So, yeah, good job to Nicholas Jackson.
You can see there's definitely an improvement there.
Do I say?
I said you could see there's definitely an improvement.
Definitely. I want to see if I can get the predicted lineup. Stephen, if you have a little bit, you can share with us whilst I get that one on the screen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna load signing up myself as well quickly. Because I'm gonna see if the one that you find is the same as what I've got.
Okay.
But whilst I'm there, I can also get other information anyway.
All right, so you can do that, Steven. Whilst I also check this real quick. I'm having some big issues.
I don't know how accurate this is, but I believe that Leicester are missing, I think it's 4 players. Which would be McAteer, Pereira, and then Vardy, and I don't know for sure how this is pronounced, but I presume it's Dennis Pratt.
Yeah, Dennis Pratt. Yeah, that's the name, Dennis Pratt. You got it right. He was with Leicester when they were in the Premier League.
You know, I know he's been with them for time, but I couldn't think if that was actually how it's pronounced.
Oh yeah, you're right, Steven. It's called Dennis Pratt. Yeah.
The referee is Andy Madley, so
my goodness.
I'll try to avoid
not again.
But
all right, so guys, so we still got 4 of you watching us live on YouTube, but it looks like YouTube is being dodgy with me. Did not send notification on time to my viewers. So if you're just joining us on YouTube, do me a favor, we're previewing the up and coming game, the game that will kick off in less than, I think, about an hour time. Stamford Bridge. It is the FA Cup game between Chelsea and Leicester City. Is what we're trying to. Not we're trying. We are previewing the game, looking at the injury between both teams, players that, and also key players. Patson Daka, another danger player for Leicester City. He's been on a good form, scoring goals, and the dominance of Leicester City need to be highlighted in this preview because Leicester City are playing very, very well, and there is about it's. I think I'm looking at about 80% possibility that they will return to the Premier League. I don't think they really the way they play and their performances. I don't think they really deserve to be in the Championship. They really belong to the Premier League. We've seen how awful these promoted clubs from the Championship that just go to the Premier League or promoted clubs from the Championship have performed or have failed this time in the Premier League. There looks like the gap between the Championship and the Premier League teams is getting wider and wider each and every season. Bournemouth, Bournemouth hasn't done any better. And who else? Bournemouth, Sheffield United. It looks like
Luton.
Luton Town will struggle, but they're trying very hard to stay in the Premier League. They
Luton
feel
are
like they
putting up a
belong.
fight.
What's Steven?
Luton are putting up a fight.
Yeah, they will put up a fight. They will definitely put up a fight.
You think they were 1-0 down again yesterday and then came back to equalise?
Absolutely. Can you hear me, Steven?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. I have to.
By the way, I just looked it up. Andy Madley, results by club. So he's refereed Chelsea games 11 times. Chelsea have won 5, drawn 2, lost 4. He's given Chelsea 16 yellow cards, no second yellows, no straight reds. He's given Chelsea 2 penalties. He's given Chelsea opponents 17 yellow cards, and he's given them 1 second yellow card.
Yeah.
So he's actually never sent a Chelsea player off as a referee. As VAR,
What's the name again? What's his name again?
Andy Madley.
It's not Andy Madley. Do we have a Bobby Madley? Oh, the same person I'm talking about.
Andy Madley, Andrew Madley, whatever you want to call him.
Too many Madleys in there. But anyway, go ahead, Steven. I got some messages coming from the Blueclouds show. Then also Todd Labor. Big up to you, Todd, and big up to you, the Blueclouds show. I'll get you your comments in a bit. Go ahead, Steven.
We have got, so when he's been video assistant referee, he's not today, he's the on-field referee today. But when he's been video assistant referee, that's happened 5 times. Chelsea won 1 game, drew 1 game, lost 3. 9 yellow cards for Chelsea, 1 red card for Chelsea. Chelsea's opponents got 10 yellow cards. I wonder, I need to try and find this game because I wonder if it was a VAR review that got the Chelsea player sent off or not. Because that's the important thing on that is that, yes, it says it was a red card when he was video assistant referee, but we don't know whether he's the one that gave it as the video assistant referee or whether it was the on-field official that gave it.
Okay.
But it doesn't really matter. Point is, we actually don't have a... Okay, we neither have a great nor terrible record when he's a referee. But he's not sent any Chelsea player off when he's the on-field referee.
Not the dodgy Anthony Taylor, right?
Don't get me started on the rest of them, please. Be here all day.
Brilliant. I'm just trying to get the website I've been using for my prediction, my predicted lineup, and I can't get anything.
What website are you using?
Yeah, I'm using the it's just SofaScore. SofaScore. I've got 3 different ones, but nothing. I'm not getting any luck here today. Let me see.
Hang on, I'm loading it up now. FA Cup. Show more.
Why is it not showing? It's not showing.
It should. I've got one for it. I'm on SofaScore. I've got it. I'm going to print screen it and send it to you.
I don't know. It's just showing what do you call it? Premier English Premier League, England.
No, because you don't have it. I think this is the Sofa Score predicted lineup I've just sent to you now.
Okay,
For
let
some
me get
reason,
it.
they've got Sanchez in goal. If he goes Sanchez in goal, I'm gonna be fuming. Actually, this isn't correct because they've also got Enzo Fernandez in there who's suspended. So their predicted lineup is completely wrong because they've got Enzo Fernandez in there and he's suspended. So I'm actually going to delete that one.
Yeah, okay. I won't. Then I won't preview that one. Let me see if I can find the one that I've been using for quite some time now.
What one do you normally use?
Uh, a whole bunch of them, Steven.
Oh, that's
Let me see.
anyway. Whilst we look for that, the head-to-head record: Chelsea have got 13 wins, 6 draws, and 4 defeats. So Leicester have won 4, Chelsea won 13. There's
Yeah.
been 6 draws. Chelsea have won the last 2 games. Before that was a 1-1 draw. The game before that was a 3-0 Chelsea win, 2-1 Chelsea win, or 1-0 Chelsea defeat, which was an FA Cup final in 2021 when Tielemans handballed it and then Leicester went on to score. But for the most part, Chelsea got a very good record. I mean, it says it there, 13 wins, Leicester have got 4. And then obviously you got the 6 draws. So if we look at it, hopefully I can find. Yeah, so we also played them the season before in the FA Cup as well, and we beat them in that one.
Mhm.
We've played them at least 3 times in FA Cup. I'm just seeing if there's any more. So in FA Cup, we played them in 2012. Chelsea won 5-2. We then played them in 2018. Chelsea won
Yeah.
2-1. Then played them again. Chelsea won 1-0. And then we lost in the final 1-0. By the way, if he does pick Sanchez, that's unfair.
What? Won't you think that he might want to give a rest to Petrovic? A little
But
rest to
then how is
Petrovic.
that fair? Because of when Sanchez was starting
Mhm.
keeper, he started him in the cups as well. So why should it change?
Well, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Because
Yeah,
Sanchez, before he got injured, he started every single Carabao Cup game. It was only after he got injured and Petrovic was starting that Petrovic started any of the cup games.
I see it now. I see it. I see it. It's a stupid thing.
But yeah, in terms of the FA Cup, we've played each other 4 times since 2012. Chelsea have won 3 and Leicester have won one of those. And the one they won was FA Cup and it was due to controversy.
All right. So let me read these few comments here, Steven. Then we can move on. The Blue Clap Show 100% said hello. Big up to you too, my brother. He says miss you all, guys. Absolutely, we miss you big time. Todd Lieber said, hey guys, how are you? How are you? Okay, my grandma funeral yesterday didn't watch soccer. Wasn't on my mind. How did Nottingham Forest do? Well, Todd, you missed a wonderful game. Was it Forest? No, yeah, it wasn't Forest. It was Fulham. Sorry, I thought it was this is a Forest. Yeah, it was Fulham. It was Fulham.
Now, Forest,
Yeah,
they were 1-0 up and then they conceded late to Luton.
late go to 1-1.
Yep, I'm just getting
So
it up now. So Forest were 1-0 up in the 34th minute, and then they conceded in the 89th minute. Luke Berry equaliser for Luton.
So I mean, there you go, Todd Labor. I think you guys drew that game. There was an equalizer. So 1-1 for
Mhm.
Nottingham Forest. Stephen, thank you very much for the update.
Forest had
Big up to you.
16 shots to Luton's 10. Forest had 5 big chances. and they missed 4 of them. Luton only had 1 big chance, and they scored it.
Serious. It hurts when you think you've carried the day, you have another 3 points, and it's just like few minutes to go in the 90 minutes, and then your opposition team equalize. All right, so Todd, that's the update for you. Big up to man like Makeem, big up to you. Says me and everyone in the chat. Big up to you, to yourself, Makeem. Guys, YouTube. I wouldn't say YouTube. I think probably it's my own fault today because I didn't give YouTube time to send my stream anyway. I didn't give it time at all, and I was having issues. I just went straight live. I just went live. So I don't know. I've also sent the link in the comments. Todd Labor said my group home stuff. Okay. Dimitrios told me that Manchester City beat Newcastle 2-0. Who scored the goals? Manchester City. Yeah, I think Bernardo Silva had 2 goals.
Bernardo Silva was given credit for both, but the first one took a deflection.
Yeah. Bernardo Silva was on 2 goals. Nehemiah, big up to you, mate. Nehemiah said, I hope Sanchez doesn't start. Robert Sanchez, I beg. Yeah, Nehemiah doesn't want to see Robert Sanchez starting in goal post. Todd Labor said, thanks, Steven. Thank you, buddy. Absolutely. That's why we are here, to engage with you. And I have Ryan in the building. Big up to Mr. Ryan joining us from a distance. Ryan, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for having me, Nee. And yeah, it's match day. Lots of interesting games to look forward to today, starting with Chelsea up against Leicester.
Oh, beautiful. Ryan. Guys, here Ryan, the great Liverpool fan himself, in the building today. He's finally got some time to join us on the show and discuss this up and coming game. But whilst we have Ryan here, definitely we'll get into Liverpool. Big game also, Manchester City and Manchester United and Liverpool. We know the rivalry between these two clubs. So whilst running here, we're gonna have a little discussion on that game before we drop off. Whilst we're also waiting for the original lineup from Chelsea. I know Steven,
the official one, you mean?
Yeah, the official one. Yeah, official.
We got about 25 minutes till lineup.
Okay. Right. Big game. Very, very. 2 big games. I wouldn't say Chelsea and Leicester City is a big game because the Championship and the Premier League game, but then there could be a cup upset. Let's talk about that for a little bit before we move on to the bigger game, Manchester United and Liverpool. Right.
Yeah, it's 2 teams that have a grudge against each other, rivals. And actually, I was looking yesterday at the recent history in FA Cup fixtures between these 2 teams, and it's Man United who have the edge. And Man United also beat us at Old Trafford last season in the league. So, you can argue that they might feel they have some confidence going into this one. But we look so good in the Europa League a few days ago on Thursday. I would be shocked if Liverpool lost this one.
Will Manchester United have any reason to upset Liverpool? Would they even would I say that would they try to upset Liverpool winning double this season? And would that even help their season if they're able to achieve that?
I'm sure they'll be focused on trying to win the FA Cup. I don't think they'll be too bothered about, what we're going for. Man United beat Everton in their last game. They looked decent. Rashford scored. Fernandes scored. Garnacho is always a threat. But I saw some news that Casemiro is pulled out of the Brazil squad for the upcoming international fixtures. So that would imply that he's probably not going to play today and that he's injured. So that's a problem for them in their midfield. That means this youngster Mainoo will probably play. And I wonder who they'll play alongside him. Will it be Amrabat? Will it be Ericsson? So that automatically puts them on the back foot. And, we saw when Liverpool played Man City, our midfield is arguably the strongest midfield in the Premier League this season.
Yeah.
So that could be where this match is won and lost in the midfield.
Alternatively, though, it's only friendlies, right? Even for South American teams, right?
I think so, yeah.
So maybe he's trying to, like, as much as, okay, you want to get called up for your nation, maybe there's been some sort of discussion and he's got to prioritize United over friendlies because, like, okay, I want to get called up, but if it's friendlies versus we're competing for, like, a Champions League spot, I need to make sure that I can play in that. I could be wrong. It could be entirely wrong. He could be injured. Yeah. But that's just me sort of devil's advocate type thing of could it also be that and he's not actually injured?
Yeah.
Because you know how some players, they play the card of, oh, I think I've got a little thing with my hamstring or something like that to get out of the squad when their team needs their help.
Yeah, we've seen it many times before.
Didn't you lot do it with like 4 of your players in one international break?
Yeah, listen, we're guilty, but we're not the only ones.
No, I'm not saying you're the only ones. I'm just saying, from what I remember, I think you lot, when you were fighting for the title, you had like 4 or 5 players just happen to miss internationals.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to fake injuries, send information to international club. I mean, the parent clubs, isn't it?
But what is it really telling us, Stephen? It's that domestic football is taking priority over international.
It would over friendlies, though, you would assume, because friendlies isn't competitive. What, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna play. Yes, I'm representing my country and all, but am I gonna risk an injury for a friendly game? Is it worth it?
I mean, a friendly game, it doesn't worth it. To be honest with you, it doesn't.
Like if
friendly,
it was like
no.
World Cup qualifier or something like that, and they pulled out, I'll be like, okay, fair enough. It's probably an actual injury. This is what I'm going with anyway. In terms of, like, if it was a competitive game, there's no way players would fake an injury. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm still buzzing for it. England, Brazil, at Wembley, sold out. These two teams hardly ever play each other, and world-class talent on show. So for those that are missing out, whether it's injury, whether it's other reasons, it's still going to be a great spectacle.
Oh, of course. Although it's got to be interesting because they don't have their first 2 choice keepers, so who they got to pick? That's what I want to know. Because Edison's now injured because he got injured when he smashed the you-know-what out of the player the other day. And then, obviously, Alisson's still out for another couple of weeks, isn't he?
Yes, that's right. And if I remember correctly, Brazil are in pretty bad form in the South American World Cup qualifiers. They lost to Argentina. I think they lost to Uruguay, or they're struggling in the qualification. So I think they'll take.
They would have any qualifiers this time, though.
No, it's just they're playing us and then they're playing Spain friendlies.
See, Steven and Ryan, in football they always say, what do you call it? Is it generational or
Ryan, they're 6th place in qualifying, by the way. Out of 10 countries, Brazil are 6th. You got Argentina first with 15 points, Uruguay second with 13, Colombia third with 12, Venezuela fourth with 9, Ecuador, obviously Caicedo and Kendry Paez' nation, are in 5th with 8 points. Brazil 6th with 7 points. Paraguay 7th with 5 points. Chile in 8th with 5 points. Bolivia 9th with 3 points. And Peru are bottom with 2 points. So it really isn't looking good. They've got 2 wins in the qualification so far.
Yeah,
From
and they sacked their
6
coach.
games.
They sacked their coach a few months ago. I remember beginning of the year.
Yeah,
The
they
Brazil
lost the last 3 qualifiers. So last one was Argentina. They lost 1-0. Lost 2-1 to Colombia before that. Lost 2-0 to Uruguay before that. Drew 1-0 with Venezuela before that. Beat Peru 1-0. Beat Bolivia 5-1.
They really went all out to try to court Ancelotti, and then he signed the extension at Madrid. So,
I mean, it was
they've
very
not
close.
helped
Ancelotti
themselves.
was going to sign, but I think that he fancied the what they call a Real Madrid job more than the Brazilian national team job. 'Cause it's a mess. It's a mess, and the reason why it's a mess right now for Brazil is, like I said, their generation. I think from the 90s, 2000 till now, I think Brazil, which they were more prioritizing an experienced players. Now they've got to a trend where I wouldn't say poverty. Poverty have got to a rate where Brazilians are selling their players at even at the age of 15 years, 12 years. They're leaving the country because of poverty, money. Everyone wants some kind of a financial, relief in the country. The poverty level have gone high. So if you have a talented player who's that good, 15, 16 years old, already has a contract. We've seen that with Hendrick. We've seen that Kendrick Pierce. We've seen that PSG is also doing the same thing with this player that Chelsea was also interested in it. So now Brazilians are moving away from the club in a very, very tender age than they used to do. I think that also they've struggled to have a natural number 9 in the football club like they used to have in the past, where they have the Z Robertos, the R9s, and the other talented natural Brazilians. But they don't have that anymore. The kind of Brazilians that they're having now is not anywhere compared to what they used to have in the past. Big up to Luca AFC, my Arsenal man in the building. I'll be getting hold of him later on soon to have a preview for the Arsenal game, and then probably record it and then show it up, upload that video soon. So Luca, I'll reach out to you here in a bit. Absolutely, I'm doing wonderful, Luca. Thank you very much for asking. Anyone watching live on YouTube, guys, do us a favor. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Steven, we're still discussing it's Chelsea and Leicester City game, and also we're looking at the big game between Liverpool and Manchester United. Let's look a little bit at the injury news between those two clubs. Ryan, how many more injuries do you guys have at this moment?
it's not too different kind of the last couple of games. I still think the same players are out injured. Curtis Jones, Allison, Jota, they won't feature today. Salah, we know, obviously is back. He played in the Europa League game. Kanate, I'm not sure actually whether he'll feature today or not. I know Klopp in his press conference on Friday said he hadn't trained. So obviously, if he's out, then
Who's that hasn't trained? Sorry,
Kanate.
Kanate.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
I think Ryan said he's out or something like that.
I think he might be. He hasn't trained, so he might be in the squad, but I don't think he'll start against Man United. So that probably means it'll be Van Dijk and the youngster Kwanzaa, with Gomez playing fullback.
Yeah, that young, I think young English, but he's a Ghanaian. When I heard him as a Kwanzaa, I know where this guy is coming from. But Steve, Ryan, how is Liverpool fans taking this? Is he a must win for Liverpool? against Manchester United? I think it's a must win.
I can't speak for the whole fan base, but personally, the pressure's slightly off because we've won that Carabao Cup. We've got that in the bank. That trophy's in the cabinet. But even so, the history of the FA Cup, we want to at least get to Wembley, the semi-finals. So I think it's important, and you'll see that with the squad and the team that Klopp picks today, that he's taking it seriously. And it's his last season, so the players want to do it for him as well. They want Klopp to leave, with us winning as many trophies for him as possible to complete his legacy.
Steven, how do you see it?
Huh?
Liverpool, Man United. I think Klopp is going to do it.
I don't know. Is it at Anfield or is it at Old Trafford?
Nah, it's Old Trafford.
Old Trafford.
That could cause problems, but then with Ten Hag, he's bound to make a mistake. Let's be honest. Let's be fair. With Ten Hag, you never know what he's going to do. That's what I'm going to say. But, I mean, Liverpool are in a better form. I mean, you lot are coming off of the Europa League victory against Sparta Prague, smashed them across 2 legs, 6-1, drew with City, 1-0, beat Sparta Prague the game before that as well, 5-1, smashed them 11-2 on aggregate. And then before that, Forest, you beat 1-0. Southampton in the FA Cup, you beat 3-0. Whereas you look at United, they beat Everton, but both goals were penalties. They required 2 penalties to beat Everton. They lost to Man City 3-1. Beat Forest 1-0, just like you guys. Both of you away from home, both won 1-0. Back-to-back games as well, that. Fulham, they lost 2-1 at Old Trafford, as in United lost 2-1 at home. And then the game before that, they won away to Luton 2-1. So it was very sort of mixed form in the last 5 games for United compared to Liverpool. But then you make the argument that when you look at it, okay, you've both played Man City, but Liverpool have still got the Europa League there, and Sparta Prague aren't exactly one of the strong teams in it. So you kind of got more games that you should have won. You've got the one that would have been difficult. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay, United, on paper, those teams should be easy. But when you look at the performances Luton have put up, because that game was at home, when you look at the performance in that game and then in the other games that they've played at home, they literally fight until the end, and they always have a chance of getting something from the games at home. That's one thing we can't fault about Luton. So that would have been a difficult game for United, but you lot are unbeaten in 4 away games, and you haven't lost in your last 9 games in all competitions. So it's good. It's good. Bodes well for Liverpool, is what I was trying to say when I couldn't get my words out.
I think you got it. Mr. Ryan is still there, guys. So we're streaming live on YouTube and X at this moment. Guys, everywhere you're watching us from, let us know your thoughts on these upcoming fixtures between Liverpool and Manchester United, and also Chelsea and Leicester City. Championship dominance, brilliant performance. Patson Daka was on top of his game, and also, Nicholas Jackson. He's been a yellow card free since he returned from African Cup of Nations. Only one yellow card.
He's got one.
One yellow
was
card
because
so
he ran
far.
across the pitch to celebrate.
It's a silly yellow card to take. He ran across the pitch,
But
right in front
most
of
of
the
his yellow
referee.
cards have been silly, though. They're either for doing things where you're complaining to the ref and calling for yellow cards, which you're not allowed to do, which gets you a yellow card, yeah?
Yeah.
Or he's always arguing. I can't even remember the last time he got a yellow for doing an actual foul, and he's got like 10 yellows this season in all competitions.
Nicholas Jackson for you, man. That's Nicholas Jackson. That's the man. The Senegalese Michael Jackson will be on the pitch, guys. Watch out for more dazzling and sizzling. All those flick and turns, all those dribbling, all those scissor kick, bicycle kick, whatever you want to call it, acrobatic kick, whatever you want to call it. You're gonna see that from Nicholas Jackson.
Do you know what? One of these
footballer.
days he should do a Michael Jackson celebration just because namesake.
Absolutely, that'll go viral. People, I think that they'll put it as a meme, right? Is that what they call it, meme, right?
Mm.
Yeah. People.
By
will
the way,
take that,
just quickly, because this is just coming out as a story now. So
Okay.
Harry Kane twisted his ankle in the game against Darmstadt yesterday.
Ouch. I know Arsenal fans are
But
laughing now.
He's still planning to join up with the England squad for the internationals.
Oh,
So
yeah. I mean, that's a long way to face Arsenal. So yeah, he'll be okay.
Yeah.
He'll be better.
But-
He'll be
This
better.
he should be alright. But also, I respect it because he could have just gone, yeah, I'm not joining up. But he's going, got to have his presence there. He's a leader in the dressing room for England.
That's right.
So he's doing what he needs to do. Whether he's going to play or not, who knows? I'd expect to play, to be honest. But
Thank you very
you never
much.
know.
Thank you very much, Stephen G. Mr. Ryan also here. We are discussing this. Let me run through this, Stephen, real quick in just a few seconds. Ryan is a Liverpool fan and Stephen G is a Chelsea fan. I'm here. I don't know where I belong, but I'm between Liverpool and Chelsea. So yeah, Mr. Host is right here. Needs Zion. My co-host is Stephen G. And our wonderful guest for the show is a one-on-one top Liverpool fan who is taking us through the big up-and-coming game between Liverpool and Manchester United. As also, he will give us his opinion and thoughts on the up-and-coming FA Cup game between the second leg between Leicester City and Chelsea that will be taking place at Stamford Bridge. We also look into some few injuries between Chelsea and Leicester City, and it's not getting any better for Chelsea. Mr. Romeo Lavia, who hasn't got much minute for Chelsea due to injury. Reece James, the same problem, who apparently he will return somewhere around April. Levi Colwell also on the injury list. Stephen, I stand point of correction. If Levi Colwell on the injury list, and apparently he's supposed to retain a late March of this year. Leslie Uguchukwu, yes, a name that Mauricio Pochettino cannot pronounce, but he worried himself, troubled himself trying to pronounce the name Leslie Uguchukwu. I prefer he doesn't say Uguchukwu, just say Leslie. But then man struggles so much. Apparently he's done his hamstring, and he'll be returning in a few days, according to reports that I have on my screen. Christopher Nkunku, another misery, injury misery where no one knows what really is. They said hamstring injury. That's what they're saying. A few days he will return. Christopher Nkunku.
All I'm gonna say just quickly, yeah.
Then Benoit Badishi, one more. Benoit Badishi also strained the injury. Apparently, he is with the squad at this moment. So these are the injury that we have between Leicester City and Chelsea. Then Kazi, I think Kazi McCarthy, I'm sure that's the name. McAteer. Then Dennis Pratt,
and then Jamie Vardy.
Yeah, Jamie Vardy, his name is not here, but I heard
Jamie Vardy's not having no party today.
All right, Steven, you're on. You want to say something? Then we'll go to Mr. Ryan and let me know his thoughts on this Chelsea and Leicester City Cup and FA Cup game.
No, so there was a quote from Pochettino basically saying that the club have two nutritionists. This is, I presume, from either the conference or embargoed, but saying there are two nutritionists who will control what they're going to eat. We drink water, orange juice, no alcohol. We do not eat too much. Eat protein, green salad, no fries. The idea is to share, as in time and conversations between the players and the staff. The players learn to understand what it means to play for Chelsea. Of course, having a barbecue doesn't mean that afterwards, because they had one, I think they had one on Thursday or something. Yeah. But he uses them as like a team bonding thing. So He said, of course, having one doesn't mean afterwards we're going to score, but of course it is about communication, feeling better. Like, it is not only a training ground where you come to work, it's home, and we want to create a good feeling between everyone to get people to fight for the same thing to win.
That's very very interesting, Steven. But my only question is, I don't think the drink of alcohol should be a problem. The drink of alcohol shouldn't be a problem, depending on what kind of alcohol you're drinking, the amount and the content of alcohol you are consuming. It's
I
what
think
they
he's
have
on
to look
about that
into.
specific setting because he'd mentioned about he does like barbecues for staff and players before, and that they'd had one. It was at some point this week they'd had one as well. So I think it was more of a clarification on that of we don't do this, we do this.
I mean,
Because
I think
naturally when people hear that they think, oh, they must be having this and this and it, like all the stuff that isn't good for you.
yeah. He's
By the
going
way, we've got
details.
4
Yeah.
minutes till lineups as well.
Okay, great. I think it's very, very important. Nutritionalists or whatever they call it,
Nutrition.
nutrition in bringing in nutrition and kind of diets the players need to eat. Remember, one man called Rebel leader Romelu Lukaku, who was overweight at one point in time, eating junk food. So we can Ryan, what do you make of what Steven just said in terms of Chelsea? Outlining the nutritions and how they organize themselves to, I mean, proud to game time, and then the kind of a relationship and the manager is trying to have with the players.
Yeah, it's very important. Nutrition, yeah, and it's a cultural thing as well. You can't just have the nutritionists and the dietitians working with a couple of players who might be more dependent on that. It needs to be a cultural thing, and then all the players receive the correct diet and food. So yeah, sorry, lineups are out. Is it?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
In 2 minutes they are, yeah.
Okay.
Big up to you, Andy. Big up to you, Liverpool fan, top Liverpool fan. We got two of
Interested
you
to
here.
see us,
Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead, Ryan.
interested to see. Sorry to pivot a bit, but I know Chilwell and Badia Shield. I saw some rumors they could be starting or could feature today. So I'm just keeping an eye on either of those are in the 11.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, on top of that, I said that it'd be basically disgrace if he starts Sanchez.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. I'd forgotten that in the last round when we played Leeds, he started Sanchez in goal. Now, that's kind of unfair, as I said earlier, that it would be unfair on Petrovic, because when Petrovic was your number 2 keeper, he didn't start any of the cup games. Sanchez started every single game. Sanchez then got injured. Petrovic became the number 1. Petrovic started the league games, he started the Carabao Cup games, he started the FA Cup games. But the last FA Cup game, when Sanchez was back, Sanchez started. I'm hoping in that game he saw enough from Sanchez to go, yeah, not starting the rest of the season, if ever, whilst I'm here. I'm hoping. But I don't have much hope for that happening. So,
Was Mudrik's cameo good enough for him to warrant a start today? His cameo against Newcastle.
Ryan, let me tell you something. Whenever this guy gets a goal or assist, he's on the bench for the next game. I'm not even joking. It's actually a fact.
It's a fact, yeah. It's a fact. And that has been, I've said this many times on this platform, that he said this is how we see Mauricio Pochettino explained this. This is how he see Modric, Mahalo Modric. He see Modric as an impact player, but not a starter. From his explanation, he said, coming up from the bench,
lineups out.
He see him as an impact player from the bench, a game changer, the one that can come from the bench, but not a starter. But I don't see that. If we're all worried about development from a young player like Modric, he need the game time. He need game time. He need to make mistakes. He need to develop, as we've all understood that. That's how young players can develop. Right. Ryan, what do you think? What's your thoughts on the game itself? Ryan, do you think there's going to
Sterling
be an
starting.
upset?
Yeah, I think
Starting Sanchez is starting.
the lineups are at me.
Lineup is up. Okay.
Yeah.
He's starting Sanchez and Sterling and Cucurella.
And Mudryk.
I don't mind Mudryk. Mudryk actually deserves to start.
Nice.
I sent it in the group, but basically, as you sort that out, I'll run through it. So you've got Sanchez in goal, Gusto at right back, Disasi and Chalobah, your two centre backs, with Cucurella at left back. Caicedo and Gallagher are your two deeper midfielders. Gallagher's the captain. You've then got Palmer, Mudryk, Sterling in the three, and then you've got Jackson up top.
Well, let me get your information there from the group that I can preview.
It's
that
going to
one.
be
Thank you very-
interesting though, because we know
Yeah.
that Palmer can play 10, he can play on the right wing. We know Sterling can play left wing or right wing. And Mudryk's played in a 10 at times, arguably looked better in a 10 than out wide, but can also play left wing. So it's going to be interesting to see what combination of those three he goes with.
Thank you very much for Steven for sharing that with me. I think I'm gonna get that on my screen here in a second. So guys, bear with me. The lineup is up, and we will be sharing that with you. So you guys
I
know.
can't believe he's gone for Sanchez. I actually can't believe it.
So Stephen, is that a 4-2-3-1?
On paper, yeah.
Okay.
Will it be in game? Who knows? But
Against
on paper,
Brentford,
it will be 4-2-3-1.
Against Brentford, you were 3 at the back, and then against Man City, you were like, what was it, 4-3-3?
It sort of on paper it's a 4-2-3-1, but for the Brentford game, we didn't really. I think he done it to sort of match up them because they go with a back 3/5 as well. So player for player, it would have made it easier.
Guys, the
We've got a
lineup.
couple of academy players on the bench. I've just seen as well.
Yeah,
the lineup is right in the screen.
Akpom and Harrison are on the bench.
All right, guys. So the lineup is on the screen: Sanchez, Gusto, Disasi, Chalobah, Cucurella, Caicedo, Gallagher, Palmer, Mudryk, Sterling, and Jackson. When you look at the substitutions, Petrovic, Badishia, Thiago Silva, Achampon, another Ghanaian. Steven Achampon is a Ghanaian. Chilwell, Harrison, Chukwemeka, Maduwiki, and Washington. Achampon, it's another young Ghanaian I've seen in the. The last name is really familiar with me. I'm familiar with the last name. You're familiar with me. What kind of English is that? All right, not good. But anyway, Ryan, cup upset.
No, not today, not against Leicester. That's strong. Yeah, you never know, but that's a strong 11. Some interesting picks there. What do you guys make of Cucurella keeping his place?
Well, I mean, I don't mind playing Cucurella today. He's not keeping that position. He's just coming in from he's not good enough defending. He's good, with passage going forward, but the kind of system we play, Cucurella cannot play in there. If he's playing the Pep Guardiola style, that would be good for him. But with this style, having an inconsistent back four all the time doesn't help Cucurella himself, and also being injured, going out and coming back in doesn't help him himself to secure or nail that position. But for now, I'm okay with that. Cup game, Cucurella can go in. Premier League, we need someone different.
By the way, your camera's frozen.
Yeah, everything, my whole screen, everything just went off. It's back again. Okay. I'm back, right?
Oh,
it's frozen.
The camera isn't there. the annoying thing is, yeah, like, okay, maybe Kukure is a bit better defensively than Chilwell, yeah? You're meant to be significantly better. Chilwell is more of a wing-back than a fullback. Kukure is more a fullback than a wing-back, yet I don't see enough defensively to say, Kukure is significantly better than Ben Chilwell defensively. But
No,
Chilwell is significantly better going forward.
but Steven, what makes you think that Cucurella is defensively better than Chilwell? I know you're trying to
No,
argue the fact that it's
he
not.
is, but barely.
How?
Like,
How?
very,
Man, I
very
don't
barely.
see it. The guy has legs to run around, but that is not it. He's supposed to contribute a little bit more up front, and he doesn't. I don't see him going, further of the field than Chilwell does. Crosses that
You're
comes in
not
from
getting the
Chilwell.
point I'm making. He's a fullback, yeah, and he
Yeah.
is slightly better defensively. He should be significantly better because as a fullback, your main job is defensively. Chilwell is a wingback who are naturally more attacking. He,
Mhm.
in my opinion, is significantly better attacking, but he's not a million miles behind defensively, which is what you would expect from someone who's a wingback.
Okay. So the wing and then the full is what makes it different here.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, you agree with that?
I see the point. I see the logic. Yeah. I don't think there's that much between them defensively, but certainly offensively, yeah. Chilwell far superior.
I mean, yeah, but defensively, I think that to me, in terms of clearing out headers and stuff like that, set pieces that are coming in, I think that Chilwell handles that easily, much more better than Cucurella has been. I've seen Cucurella marking defenders during set pieces like corner kick, where Cucurella is just marking, standing behind the striker, and he's been bullied a lot of times. So to me, I don't see how Cucurella. It's, I mean, just like Steven said, I agree with what Steven said that being a fullback and then a wing back that plays that difference in there. But I feel like Cucurella is defensively, he's not that good for me. He's not. He's not. I mean, he doesn't. He. I don't know if because of his stature is too small. That is why he's been bullied that easily. But there are times that they just push him off. They just push him off, and then the ball just passes. You'll be like, "What is Cucurella standing there doing? What's he doing? He's just standing behind the attacker and not even pushing him away." You get what I'm saying? So Cucurella, yeah, he divides a lot of opinion in Chelsea fan base. But I know that he's on the radar. He'll be going very soon, so I don't have to stress myself on Cucurella. But I think how many more minutes do we have to go, Steven? How many more minutes?
Kickoff is in 50 odd minutes.
50 minutes. Oh, eight,
Yeah.
eight
Roughly
for something.
50,
My
yeah.
time. Okay.
It'd
I think
be 45 minutes past whatever the next hour is for you. That's when
yeah,
kickoff is.
absolutely.
By
Because
the
it's
way,
supposed to be 8:45, but it's now
Mm.
7:54 right now.
yeah.
Go
Um,
ahead. Let me.
do you guys remember the Leicester player Hamza Chowdhury?
I know Chaudhry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
with the
him.
guy with
So
the bushy
you know
hair.
how he's naturally a defensive mid? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Whilst
a
Pereira's been injured, they've been playing him at right back. So he starts at right back again today. That's something that Chelsea have to exploit. Whoever's down that left side has to take him on and beat him and get a crossing. Although I worry that it's probably going to end up being Sterling on the left-hand side, and he doesn't like to do that. But
Big.
that's the easy target. It's someone playing out of a position that they naturally play. Yeah.
Mhm.
So target them.
I mean, I'm
It's
sure Mauricio
not rocket
Pochettino is
science.
getting that. So probably the technical
Huh?
directors, not directors, the technical team will be pointing at it. They will be try and look at that loopholes, probably loophole in the team.
But it's one
Andy,
thing to say that, yeah, but then
yeah.
Sterling doesn't like to do it. Sterling doesn't like taking a player on. I feel like when I watch him, he might try one take on a game.
Well, maybe Sterling might
You've
have
got
his
pace,
better
yeah,
game today.
and you've got skill. Use it to your advantage against someone out of position and make them look silly. It's not difficult. But Sterling's going to make it difficult and run straight into him. I know the story already. I've seen it too many times. I've seen the script.
See,
Yeah,
I've known the story too many times, guys. I'm gonna refresh my link real quick, and I'll be right back. But before I just go and do that, I'll leave it to you guys for a few seconds. Andy, Andy said why Robert Sanchez and Raheem Sterling is starting for Chelsea. He says a Chelsea fan Chelsea fan have said, I don't know, I don't get the question very well, but I'll leave it to you guys to get into it, to try and understand what he's trying to say. Big up to you, Andy. Big up to from GFC. Gavin, big up to you, my man, and nice to see you here on the show, guys. When you come on, don't forget to drop a like on the video, and also you can share and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I will be right back in just a second, but the show still goes on.
Ryan, you know how we're not very good defensively at set pieces?
This season, yeah.
Yeah. There's a giant problem in this Leicester team. It's a centre back from Denmark who used to be at Southampton and has been at Leicester for, I think, a couple of years now. That's Yannick Vestergaard. This man is about 6'5".
Oh, I remember him, Vestergaard. Yeah, so he's a giant. Yeah,
big problem. You can't defend your set pieces, and you're going up against a guy who's 6'5". Yeah, nice knowing you, Chelsea. Brilliant. Love
I was
that,
actually
bro.
just looking at their squad. They've still got a lot of Premier League pedigree, like Harry Winks, Daka, Chowdhury's played in the Prem,
Dewsbury Hall,
Fergie,
Cooks,
all Brighton,
and
Harry Winks for Tottenham.
Harry Winks from Tottenham. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This actually is not a walkover, and these guys are top of the championship, right?
Yeah. Daka as well. Don't forget Daka.
Yeah, Daka. I remember when they first signed him, he was electric. And Ndidi as well.
Big up to Mount like Constantin Dante. Big up everyone. Big up to yourself, man. The lineup is up. I'm not so sure if you've seen it. I'm sure probably you've seen it by now. But Constantin Dante, big up to you, my man. All the way, joining us all the way from Australia. Yes, all the way from Australia. My man is joining the show today. Thank you very much, Constantin Dante, for joining us on the show today. We're previewing two big games, Chelsea and Leicester City, and also big game to rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester United. Have always been there, but look, we can see the vibes different in terms of development. Judging Club has got his team going, but then Eric and 10 mistake. We know what he's gonna do. So many mistakes, so many signings. Eric Ten Hag, 10 mistake I've done this season. It's too many. Anthony, one of them. He brought in Anthony. He brought in Mason Mount. He was very, very interested in Mason Mount. He brought in, but United fans will tell you, where does Mason Mount play in this Manchester United squad? We don't know yet. No one knows.
He's been injured since about November.
Yeah, he's been injured forever.
November.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
He's apparently in the squad today.
Absolutely. Constantin Dante said, how the hell Sterling deserve another start? LOL and Sanchez. That the problem is, you have to know, you and I don't agree, but the only reason why Sterling started this game because of the wages. 350,000 a week.
I ain't buying that for a second.
Yeah, 350,000 a week. You don't expect that player to be on the bench. You get what I'm saying? And it's also struggling for form. Sterling is struggling for form. As old as he is, he's experienced. You don't want to keep him on the bench. I know you don't want him. Constantine, everyone, a lot of Chelsea fans, getting frustrated with Raheem Sterling's performances. It always does it. The end product is now there. But this is what we have. How do you get the best out of a player with that end product and on high wages, 350 a week? You have to give him game time. Else, he's just going to be another player you're throwing money out. You're just wasting money. Just like, Fofana, who's also injured, but then he gets paid being injured. You get what I'm saying? He's just wasteful.
It's not his fault he's injured.
But yeah, it's not his fault. I didn't say it's his fault that he's injured, but he's just wasteful.
But it's Sterling's fault that he's useless. That's the difference.
Yeah, he's useless. Steven.
Sterling can help being useless.
He's not contributing nothing, so he's useless.
Being injured.
My definition of just a useful person is someone. Look how many games so far. No preseason from beginning of the season till now. He's never been healthy. At least try to be on the pitch. We've seen Reece James. He's been on the pitch. He's had surgery right now. He's trying to recover. And once he recovers, he gets on the pitch, he will be better. We've seen Cucurella going in and out. We've seen Badishir going in and out. We've seen other players injured going in and out. This guy never got any healthy. He never got any better too. At least give Chelsea fan a game or half a game. Not at all. So it's useless at the football club. It's of no use. That's my take on it. I know you don't like it when I go on Fofana, but to me, it's just waste of money. Consistent that is would have liked to see Kane Chukwuemeka. I think he's on the bench, Stephen, right? He's on the bench.
He's on the bench.
Yes. Consistent that that's not
Ryan. We were saying about the Premier League experience they have, yeah.
Rennie's not there.
Oh, is he gone? But we were saying
he's there, but he right
about the Premier League experience in their team, yeah?
Yeah.
So you look at that, yeah? Vestergaard, I think that Fayez, or have you pronounced his name? I think he was in the Prem for a season. Harry Winks, Ndidi, Dewsbury Hall, Patson Daka. Then you look at their bench, yeah? Kelechi Iheanacho, James Justin, Connor Cody, Mark Albrighton all have Premier League experience.
Lots of experience. Lots of experience.
Lots of Premier League experience in their team.
Kenichi and Nacho, one of them from Manchester City, remember. Lot vials of experience. So this game, although we've seen championship team, they are more than a championship team. They don't belong in there. To me, I think that they belong to where Burnley belongs right now. They have to be in that position, playing the Premier League. Not Burnley. Burnley hasn't done anything. Or Sheffield United hasn't done anything from beginning of the season till now. That shows that they're fighting, trying to keep their Premier League status. I haven't seen it. And I don't think they're going to stay in there, Steven. So I think, Leicester City have lots of, experience on bench, like you've mentioned, Fair, whatever. The guy who just scored, he scored did he score hat-trick? Didn't he score hat-trick for Fair?
Fair.
Yeah, the defender.
Oh, I don't know if he scored a hat-trick. I can't remember.
I think he scored a hat-trick for his own team, against his team.
Oh.
Yeah. Either a brace or a hat trick. I can remember that off the top of my head. He scored 2 goals, or he scored a hat trick.
I think it was 2.
It was 2 goals. Yeah, he scored.
But if we look at the championship quickly, yeah.
Yes, Stephen.
In the championship, Leeds are now 3rd place. I can't remember where they were when we played them, yeah. But Leeds are now 3rd. We had Sanchez in goal for that game, yeah. Leicester are 1st. They've got a 3-point gap to Leeds, yeah. They're a point clear at the top of the league, but with a game in hand. In the league, they've scored 74 goals this season and conceded 33. They've scored 6 more in the league than Leeds, and they've conceded 5 more. Also, they're not on a good run of form. Leicester in terms of their form, it's not very good. It was good, and then obviously it must have been around the time they started getting injuries. It sort of got kind of bad. So they drew their last game, won the one before that, lost the one before that. won the one before that, lost the 2 before that. So in their last, what's that? That's 3. In their last 6 games, they've lost 3, won 2, and drawn 1. So the form's not great right now. It's very up and down, their form.
Yeah. I mean, I remember
But
when
they-
they start losing. I mean, Leicester City statistics. I'm gonna throw this out there real quick. Consistent data said that is not what Mauricio Pochettino said in pressure. In the presser, he said status, price, legend, or not. It says, "Oh, not doesn't matter. What matters only is merit and
the
for."
issue is that he can say
That's
that.
Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, but he can say that. But Sterling performs terribly, and he don't start anyone else. He still starts him.
I was gonna say that. Do you even take what Mauricio Pochettino says seriously? I
On
don't take
some
what he
stuff,
says
on some
seriously.
stuff, I do. Yeah, but on that, you can't say on merit and form. You're doing the Southgate. Oh, they get picked on merit and form. Oh, I pick certain players instead.
But
That's what
yeah,
Southgate
Sterling,
does. He
Sterling
came
was
in, he
on top
said, I'm
form.
going
He
to
didn't
pick
get picked.
players on merit and on form. Still picks Maguire when he don't start or play for 7 months. And still picks Rashford when he's been terrible. And still picks so many other players when they've been terrible. Calvin Phillips when he weren't playing. Yeah?
Yeah.
Poch, if he's actually said that, oh, merit and form. Cool. So Sterling has a terrible game. Mudryk comes off the bench, has an impact, helps us get something from the game. Yeah. Why Sterling start the next game? That's a question I'd love to have him answer.
I mean, because Dante, I do understand what you're saying. Poch says things, and he say, he means something else. I understand. This is PL. This is just PL. Talking about players on form, but what kind of form is he? He's on a
He's done the
terrible
Gareth
form.
Southgate, bro.
That's Southgate's thing. He's in a terrible form. Raheem Sterling is very terrible, and he's not playing well. So if it's not playing well, put him on the bench. My only, perspective of what I see, why he's playing him, because one, he's got a lot of experience. He's a senior player. And he has a chance of making magic when the game suits his style, or maybe when he's playing against these lesser teams. That's my only reason why I think that high wages. Also, he's on high wages. One of the most high paid players, or maybe he's the most high paid player in the team. So you don't want to see him down for more than 2-3 games. It's not going to happen. Because if it was me, I'll play him, because I'll be questioned by the owners. This guy is earning so much money. Why is he not playing? You get what I'm saying? But I don't think he should start. He should come from the bench to be able to please the owners that brought him to the football club. I know it's Thomas Tuchel brought him in, but then I felt like there's some kind of a question over here. Dante, thank you very much, Dante. Dante, if you want to join us here for a few minutes, you're always welcome. I'm sure Ryan is back. Poch is a flip-flopper. Absolutely, he is a flip-flopper. What he says don't really mean anything. It is not just Sterling goes for other it goes for other as well. But just don't like that flip-flopping from Poch. But anyway, today is a must.
To be fair, every
no
manager
excuses.
does it to an extent.
What was that, Stephen G?
Every manager does it to an extent.
Yeah.
Every manager does stuff like that to some degree.
Guys, we are streaming live. We got 17 of you watching live on X, and also 6 or 7 of you watching live on YouTube. Do not forget to drop a like on this wonderful stream as we are previewing 2 big games. The first one will be Chelsea and Leicester City. Leicester City, who has got great dominance in the championship. Can they go ahead and pull up an FA Cup upset, as we saw some wonderful performances yesterday in the Premier League? How on hell did Fulham took a 3 past, Tottenham Hotspurs. We know how spacey they can be, but can Angie Postecoglou style of play win anything in the Premier League? It is up to you, the fans, to tell me, because I don't think so. I don't think that people say, okay, he needs some few players there. I think that maybe they have to sign an out and out number 9. But besides that, the way he plays in high pressing game, it's easy to play. The formula is there. Chelsea have given you guys the blueprint of how to play Ange Postecoglou's Tottenham Hotspur. The blueprint is right there. Again, other teams have also what's his name? Wolverhampton Wolves also outlined the blueprint on how to play Ange Postecoglou's team, and also who else? Fulham also have done it. You see deep a little bit, and then use the you hoop the ball. Like I said, long balls behind them, because they are always in a higher line. That is how you can win against this team. Big up to you, Constant Date. It says the bottling managers. Yes, LOL. All right, McKean, man like McKean is in the building again. He says Sterling has a lazy performance, would even play Kano Chukwemeka as a left wing if we're lacking in that area. I know, absolutely. I know Stephen will agree with you. Ryan also agree with you. Mr. Ryan, are you
I
back?
missed that. What was that?
I am back.
Oh,
Quick, go on, Stephen.
Oh, go ahead. I was just a comment, and Stephen said he missed that, but I'll take that comment again.
I wanted to put a very quick discussion point out there. I know we're getting closer to kickoff time. We're going through the comments, which we greatly appreciate. I'm just wondering, is there a little bit of bad blood between these two teams going into this match? Now, obviously, they beat you in that FA Cup final a few years ago.
Controversially.
2001.
Very controversially.
2021, not 2001.
2021, sorry.
2021. It was controversial. It was just after the COVID, and they were piloting the return of the crowd to the stadiums. So it was a very experimental, sensitive time post pandemic. But that's not the reason I think this could be controversial. I'm interested in, there was one player who wasn't in the squad, who isn't in the Chelsea squad today, which I was surprised. And I didn't know the reason until I looked it up now. And I know you and Stephen know this.
Yeah.
Cesare Casadei. This guy is cup-tied, right? Because he played for Leicester.
He played for Leicester in one of the first rounds, so he can't play for Chelsea.
He can't play. And he made quite a few appearances for Leicester this season. He made something like 22 appearances, mostly off the bench. But Chelsea actually cut his loan short. They record him in January because of lack of playing time. And I know for a fact Leicester were not happy about that. So that's an interesting one. And he's hardly featured,
because Leicester were going for someone else, though. And then that deal fell through last minute.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were trying to sign someone else for like a week, 2 weeks. Like, we'd cut the loan, and they were still trying to sign this player. They'd been trying to sign him for like 2 weeks. It got to deadline day, and the deal fell through.
Okay, because I know he didn't start many games for Leicester, but 22 appearances, he had 3 goals, I think 2 assists. So he was doing well.
I mean, what would take for Mauricio Pochettino to start giving game time to Casadei? I know Ryan have just talked about him, but even he doesn't get that many game minutes. Since he returned from his long spell from Leicester City, he's only done 17 minutes. 17 minutes. That's all he's got.
For young players' development, the whole point of going out on loan is to get minutes.
Yeah. And if he doesn't get there,
I wonder if they were trying to look at initially sending him to another club on loan, maybe initially, and then I think at that point we then had a point where we didn't have many options, so he ended up using Casadei instead, which meant he then couldn't go on another loan. I could be wrong; I can't remember entirely, but I do wonder if that was something. You're not allowed to
You
play
can't do
for
two
more
loans
than
in
2
season.
teams in one season. I think it's unless there's like an overlap of the seasons or something. So
Is
you
it
know
the
how, like,
same
for
the same
example,
law they have
Ukraine
in? I
season
think
starts and finishes different time.
Yeah,
they have the
yeah.
same
So
law in
I
Europe
think
where you cannot play two and as it
yeah,
two
you can't play
teams.
for 2 different teams. I think unless
Yeah.
there's an overlap. So
Yeah.
I think Ukraine season it ends about November. Yeah. So if they were to sign someone before the Premier League season started,
Mhm.
yeah, played them for a game, sent them on loan to someone else. They came back in the season, and in January they sent them to another club. I think they'll be able to because there's an overlap. I think they would be allowed to. I can't remember the specifics.
Brilliant. Let me take some few comments in there. Makeem, Steven, I'm gonna take that comment that you were like, I didn't catch that. Consistent that you said, but just don't like the flip flop. Okay, I think I've read not that one. I think I went all the way down. All right, so this is from Akeem. Akeem says Sterling has laser performance. Will even play Connor as a lib. I think I read that one. Thank you very much, Akeem, for that comment. Consistent data says Sterling will somehow be man of the match today against a second division team, and Poch will seem like a genius again. I know he's been sarcastic here, and I do understand. He says then we get Coventry in semi, another division 2 team, then we lose the final and still get to Europe, and Poch survives. McCain said that Chaloba is too shaky in the starting to be starting this often.
Just
Chaloba,
quickly
I
on
don't
that one,
know. I
yeah.
think
The issue
the
is on Natney.
yeah.
You can't start Silva because we've seen how many issues we have because we have to play deeper and leave a big line behind between the midfield and defense. We've touched on this a million times on that part, yeah. But Buddy Shield's coming back from injury and Colwell's unavailable, so you're not going to chuck Buddy Shield in straight away, which makes sense. So naturally, you have no choice but to play Chalobah and Disasi. And actually, I think Chalobah, for the most part, has been solid, to be fair, since he's come back from injury. Might be getting that price up a bit. Keep going. Keep playing him. Get him some more good performances. Get that price up another 10, 15 mil.
I was gonna say it because that's the only way. Constant that is the gods with Mauricio Pochettino. LOL. Laugh out loud. Okay, take care, guys. Thank you very much, Constant Date, for joining us here, spending time with us here all the way from Australia. Thank you, man, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Absolutely. I gave you a scenario the other day where I was discussing how to sell players. You have to give. I know my thing is frozen right now. This thing keep going on and off, and I'm just tired of it. Let me change camera view for a second. Maybe I can use a different camera for now. Whilst I switch this one off and then bring it back again. Which one can I use? Maybe this one. Maybe this way. I did. Let me stop a little bit. Hey, perfect. I did talk about the other day how to sell players, and I said the best way to do it is to give them game time. Giving them game time, you raise their prices up, and then you get buyers. People start getting the interest because in the game time. I said the other day, no one is going to buy Wesley Fofana. No one's going to buy Reece James right now with the injuries that they have. Maybe Reece James, we all know what he can do. They can buy him when he's injured, and then once he get better, you can get that from him. But Wesley Fofana has been out for way too long for anyone to gamble on him. So it's something that we can also be looking into. So that's just by the way, Stephen G. How many more minutes? Watching some highlights on the game.
Got 25 minutes till kickoff.
Okay.
And just a reminder, Nee, for everyone that the semi-final draw is after the final game today. So after
Yes,
the
after the Liverpool Man U game.
All right, so guys, do not worry. We'll be back again for the review of the game. Absolutely, today we're doing double. We're doing a double today, preview and review at the same time because we have a content that we're not able to get that out from Friday. It was supposed to be out yesterday. I got too busy, but I have that content that need to be out by Monday. So that will be there. Mr. Ryan, everything all right?
I'm good. What were your thoughts, Nee, on quickly on the game yesterday, Man City Newcastle? Very one-sided. I've seen a lot of criticism of Eddie Howe and his tactics, and even I listened to Talksport after the game, and there were very, very angry Newcastle fans ringing up, saying that some of those Newcastle players were not playing for him. Do you think he's a dead man walking?
I don't think. I think his job is safe. To me, it would be very, very highly unfair if they sack Eddie Howe right now. I think Eddie Howe really overachieved last season, and I think that he set the bar very, very high for himself. Which I don't think that not Newcastle United deserve to achieve what they achieved last season. So that it's going against him this season because of how he set himself up. But I think, look, Eddie Howe have done a wonderful, terrific job. First season with Newcastle, last season, and the players that they have, a lot of them were just average players. This season, who did they bring in? They brought in the Marquis signing, and the Marquis signing hasn't played at all for Newcastle this season. They brought in Tonali, and Tonali hasn't had any game time. You get what I'm saying? So who else did they
To
bring
be fair, he
in?
was playing, and then he got suspended because of something he did.
Absolutely, and that was their Marquis signing, and
Let's
they
just
have
say he did
Alexander
the Ivan
Isak.
Toney.
What was that, Steven?
He did the Ivan Toney.
Oh yeah, Ivan Toney thing. So yeah, so to me, I think that Alexander Isak, who also came in, has also done a terrific job for the football club. He's done a good job. He's able to mobilize the young players. Is it Mane? Is they call him Ilian Malian? They call him that young player also who came in, and he's got some average players. Timo
Miley.
Liveramento. To what, Steven?
Miley, that's his name.
Miley, yeah. It's Miley. Thank you very
By
much.
the way, I'm
Yesterday,
about to rage.
They had a lot of injuries yesterday, obviously, with Joe Linton was out, Livramento out, Trippier.
I don't know if Livramento was injured, though. I think he was just not in the squad for some reason. Because I never heard anyone say that it was an injury. They just said he's not in the squad.
He had an ankle injury, I think. I think that's what I read.
I never saw anything. All I saw was he's not in the squad. And then when the bits of the game I did watch, they never said it was due to injury. So I didn't know. But by the way, I'm about to rage about Poch. This donkey has said that Sanchez is starting because it's important for him to play games. Yeah. Is it not important for Petrovic to play when he's the second choice keeper at the start of the season and you're starting Sanchez instead of him? But now Sanchez is back, Petrovic has been performing, and you've gone, Sanchez can play in the Cups. How's that fair? Your number one choice at the start of the season played every game, including the Cups. Your number one choice is now Petrovic, who was your number two choice because he's performed so well in absence of Sanchez, who was the number one. And he don't get played for the Cups. Where's the fairness? Where's the balance?
I mean, there's no fair anywhere in this world, Steven.
Bro, it's such BS.
It's just like
is your number one. He plays cup games. The other keeper's your number one. No, you don't play cup games. Are you serious? You not see what this donkey done in goal against Leeds? He basically didn't try to save either of their flipping shots that ended up in goals. He nearly cost us the game. And he's starting against Leicester, who are a better team. Absolute donkey, man. I'm actually so annoyed right now. I'm trying so hard to not get any louder or any more angry than what I am now and say something that I can't say on YouTube. Because I ain't trying to get us in trouble.
All right, Steven, you joining the review?
Yeah, I'll be in the group chat, and then as far as I'm aware, I'm free for a review. Yeah, I can't talk. Free for a review after the game as well, as far as I'm aware. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Ryan, you're gonna be free around that time?
Yeah.
When does the Liverpool game start anyway?
Liverpool kicks off at
Is it
half
3:30?
3, isn't it?
Yeah, 3:30.
Oh, so I hope these eyes can help him because literally I've had just 2.5 or 3 hours sleep.
Yeah, that kicks off at half 3. So the Chelsea game will finish at about, give or take, you're talking about by UK time 2:40, which is 20 minutes before the Aston Villa West Ham game kicks off.
Okay. Brilliant and then
If
beautiful.
my maths is correct.
Hopefully.
Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. The Aston Villa game would already kicked off. So the Chelsea game finishes about half time of the Aston Villa West Ham game. And then the Aston Villa West Ham game finishes about 15 minutes into the Liverpool Man United game.
There's some quite tasty looking fixtures in Europe as well later today. There's Atletico Madrid are playing Barcelona, and then Inter playing Napoli as well in Italy. So it's
Who's playing Napoli?
Inter.
Yeah, Inter will not win that game. Napoli, I don't know. Ryan, we've talked about this guy already. Steven, I've talked about him. I don't think that Osimhen is the guy that we need at a football club. I don't think it's one season wonder. If he's that good, Harry Kane have proven a point that he's good everywhere you take him. He's good with Tottenham Hotspur. He's still good with Bayern Munich. He's banging in goals. If you're that good of a striker, although you miss players, you're missing players. We saw his performance. We saw what's his name? What's his name again? This Nigerian striker that we're going in for. I forgot his name.
What?
Steven, help me.
Leverkusen.
Ryan. No. The Nigerian player striker we're going in for from Napoli.
Oh, Osimhen.
Osimhen, yeah. If he's that good, last season he was so good with Napoli. What about this season?
Napoli
what
as
about
a
the
whole
African
been
Cup of
really
Nations?
bad this season. That's the thing. Napoli haven't been good this year. And also,
They've
you're
lost
saying
their level.
Kane's proven wherever he goes, he's good. He was in arguably the best league in the world, and he done it there. So you would be very, very disappointed if he didn't go to the Bundesliga and tear it up there.
But
Like, let's be fair.
That is a mark of a prolific striker. I'm trying to say. We
Yeah,
brought
but
in
he's
Andriy
done it in a
Shevchenko.
harder league. So
I know, but what
I'm
so it should be that easy for him. Yeah, but a striker is a striker. Didier Drogba was banging in goals from the French league. He came to the Premier League. He struggled a little bit, but then he got his foot, and then things started getting better
Premier
for him.
League's a harder league.
Premier League's harder. A good example is Mitrovic. This guy scored 40 goals for Fulham in the Championship. He scored 30 goals this season for Al Hilal and Saudi.
Yeah.
When he was in the Prem for Newcastle and Fulham, he wasn't scoring much. It's different level, the Premier League.
So that should tell you if you have a man like a Victor Osimhen. I know Chelsea Dan is going to make fun of me today. I know guys expect that. Steven, listen to what Chelsea Dan is going to say before you hop off. Dan, welcome back again.
Big up my boy. What am I going to make fun of you?
I know what you're about to say. But go ahead.
What am I going to say?
No, you haven't said anything, but I know what you're about to say. But go ahead.
Oh, why don't you say it instead of me say it then to tell these
I'm not going
people?
to say it because I don't want to say it.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
Oh, I just. Oh, hey Steve. Right, big up boys in the chat. Big up everyone in the chat.
Big up.
Subscribe to my brother Nee. What's been said anyway? What's been going? I'm just gonna quickly say something. Yeah. If you play Nee at a game on PlayStation called FIFA 24, just don't play because he made so much excuses about his control last night. He got wiped.
Bro, I don't have my online anymore, but when we used to play, I used to just do the maddest stuff.
Hey, Steve, ask him the scores. The first game, I had a broken control, beaten 3-0. Should have been 6-0, right? Soon as let me go get my son's control. I'll play a better game next game, with dribbling, right?
Oh, no.
I dominated him 12-2. Then in the last game, 9-3. This guy made so much. You should have seen his face. I've actually screenshotted it. His face looks so pissed off.
All right, let me say this. Ryan is listening. Steven is listening. Let me say this. Look, I know it's the flamesy excuses, but they're legit excuses. Steven, I cannot even turn this controller off to restart this controller. Anytime I move it, then the whole thing move back again. When I position my goalkeeper in the middle, then it moves to the right hand side.
Oh wait, is this the thing with the glitch that you showed me a
No,
video?
this is the controller. The analog button was not good. My boy says all the time when he's playing Fortnite, when he's aiming to the right, the player, the whatever his control is moving to a different direction. This controller can never stay on the right hand side. So when you're aiming towards your right and shooting, the ball is moving to the left. Especially when you have a corner kick, you're about to kick the ball, or maybe a free kick, and you aim to the right to the angle, then your cursor move to the left.
Dan, have you seen the clip? He had the glitch where the goalkeeper disappears.
What's missing?
Yeah. Hey, Steve, I tell you something, right? There's no excuse. I had a broken RT button. You know when you go shoot the RT button,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
My RT button's literally broken. It come off. Right, and my right joystick, right, it's literally was off because my boy breaks controls, yeah, right. And I played with a broken control and still beat him. Still beat him with a control. It was broken.
Dan,
Right?
just relax. I've
and
last night, you know what?
And he also, we had a little break. I'm gonna go got a drink, and he says, "I want to go reset my control." So I said, "Okay, you go reset it." So he reset his control.
And it was
And
the
the
same
last
thing.
game, when he was 2-2, yeah, it's come back 2-2, right? There was no excuses. It was went all quiet, and I said I want to concentrate. As soon as I went to go score 3-2, then 4, then 5, suddenly his control was dodgy, and his goalkeeper was in the middle. And when he took me down as a penalty, his goalkeeper was in the middle, and he soon dived. It went the wrong way, and I put it through the middle. But Nee, much love to you, my brother. Go get a new control. You'll still dominate you. Trust me.
I know. Look, yesterday, Dan, I requested for a brand new controller, and I had a little piece that you can replace. You can replace your analog thing because the whole thing over there comes off, and I'll put a new one in there. That'll be a backup. But I had only one controller because it's just me always that place in the game. If it's not me, it's my son, and he uses the same controller. I think it's all messed up. And don't worry, I'll come for revenge. Just like Ryan said, Leicester City, this is like it's a bad blood somewhere. Chelsea will be going for revenge from the 2001 game that 2021. Sorry, what did I say? 2001. 2021 game. FA Cup finals that they lost against them. So I'll be coming for a revenge. You won the trophy yesterday. It was a good friendly. You're good, but then I'm getting to see what you're doing in the holding on to the L1 and doing that thing. I'm studying you. My controller was very, very bad. I had so many shots on target, but they never make it in. And I know you told me to finish my dinner, but do not worry. I got this controller coming in today. I had Amazon Prime, and it's the same day delivery. I bought it. It's supposed to be delivered this afternoon, and hopefully, if I don't get a chance today,
I've got
I'll
my
get
new
hold of you
control turning
tomorrow.
up today and only, so we'll play tonight.
No problem. No problem.
So then, anyway, let's talk about what's been going on. Catch me up. What's been said?
Yeah. Steven.
I was just raging about Pochettino because he basically said that it's important to have balance or some BS in terms of that's why Sanchez is starting, yeah. But when Sanchez was the number one at the start of the season, Petrovic got 0 game time, no cups, nothing, yeah. Sanchez got injured, and then Petrovic is the starting keeper. Petrovic starts in the cups. Sanchez comes back from injury. He's played the FA Cup versus Leeds where he looked like the donkey that he is and we've seen all season. And he's starting him today. But how is that fair? Sanchez was number one. Oh, you start the cups as well, mate. Petrovic is the number one. No, you don't start the cups. Not when Sanchez is available. How's that fair?
Oh, so Sanchez is starting today?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to lose. We're going to lose.
Sanchez,
What's this guy
Gusto,
doing?
Disasi, Chalobah, Cucurella, Caicedo, Gallagher, Palmer, Mudryk, Sterling, and Jackson.
Is that Enzo's not playing because he's not well winning?
No, he's suspended. He got 2 yellow cards,
Enzo
didn't
is
he?
suspended.
He
Oh,
got
suspended.
2 yellow cards in
Yeah.
2 different games in FA Cup. So in FA Cup, when you get 2 yellow cards, you get suspended.
Well, why is he
But
talking
we've got
about
about
Sanchez?
4.
I don't
To
get
be
that.
fair, I'm glad Petrovic isn't playing today because he's 1 yellow card away from suspension. So if he'd got one, he would have been suspended for the semi-final. Not that he'll play him; he'll play
probably
Sanchez for
why
the
then.
semi-final.
Well, that's probably why then, Steve. Because this is
No, but he didn't play the Leeds one either, which was the last round.
Oh no, he didn't he?
No, the last 2 rounds he's played Sanchez.
Unless it's because he's worried about the yellow card in case he misses out the final or something.
No, because they get wiped after this. But we've got Petrovic, Caicedo. I've got a feeling Gallagher's one of them, and then 1 or 2 others are all yellow card away from suspension.
But it just don't make sense. The thing is, I think about it. Is it because if he was to try different certain ways of goalkeeping, giving Sanchez time to make him happy, and giving Pekovic make him happy? Is that
I
probably
don't know
what he's
anymore,
doing?
bro.
I'm back, Dan.
Honestly,
Sorry,
I have no
guys.
idea what he's doing.
Did you go get some tissue, wipe your eyes? Yeah.
Do what?
He
Did
said,
you go
"Did
get
you
your
get
tissues
tissue
to wipe
wipe
your
your
eyes?
eyes?
Say that again.
Did you get tissue to wipe your eyes?" Basically, was you crying so you got
Really,
tissues?
really, Dan.
Hey,
Really.
Waffles. He's a waffler.
We got 8 minutes till kickoff.
Hey, you know what? I tell you what, Steve. Yeah, this guy Waffles talking about Wesley Fofana. I thought this is for Wesley Fofana to make him embarrassed last night on FIFA last night, mate. Try and make out that Wesley Fofana was shit. He
Hey,
was
no,
telling
do
me
you
on the
know what
phone
you
that
do? Do you know what you do? Put Fofana as striker, score a hat-trick.
Yeah, I should have. I should put Wesley Fofana as a striker last night and scored a
Fofana
hat
on the
trick.
brain.
You guys are just waffling right now. You and Steven.
Nah.
Waffling.
No.
You
You're
can't
waffling.
deny, yeah, when he plays, he is quality.
Who bullied that? What? Did you guys see that tackle from
See
what's
how
his
he
name?
don't want to
Semedo.
acknowledge it?
Oh no! I'm just watching the highlights. Did you see the tackle from Semedo?
No, I've not got my TV on.
On Coventry game. That his foot was all the way high in the level. Andy's just laughing at me. Andy, be careful. Andy, be careful over there. All right. Guys, any more updates? Anything anyway you guys want to say?
No,
Before we
I'm
end this
good.
stream
I'm
today?
gonna hop off. We got like 8 minutes till kickoff, 7 minutes till kickoff.
Guys,
Nick,
yeah.
can I just quickly say something? It's Chelsea Leicester, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't care. Right? They have to beat Leicester today. If they don't, then it's just going to be the same scenario. The thing is, if they're going to want to get to the final, I don't want no excuses what they're playing against Liverpool in the final. You need to get to the. If you're going to get to the final, you go get that trophy. No excuses. Today is today. You can't be losing against Leicester Championship. Yes, they've been unbeaten, right? But they lost last week. I think did they lost last weekend?
They've lost. I think when I looked it up, they've lost. What was it?
They've
It was
lost quite
like
a few
lost
games.
3,
Yeah.
drew 1, and lost won 1 of their last 5 or something like that.
Okay, yeah. So I'll be right. So no excuses today. They need to go out there and just play their football and just win this game.
But let me throw this out there. We have to remember Leicester is not a team that can keep a clean sheet in 90 minutes. The Leicester City have, I think, they've played almost about 4 or 5 games where they were leading, and then with the dying minute, 5 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go, they always concede. So that's something that Pochettino also have to look at.
We've got to try and stop that winger for Leicester who's on loan from the Spanish league.
Oh, I know who you're on about. He's got to be up against Cucurella.
Yeah, that's it. He's quality.
Let me get the thing up. I won't be able to pronounce it.
What's his name?
I'm getting it up now. I'll probably butcher this massively.
Nothing wrong with that.
That Ishaku or whatever his name is.
It's
Yeah,
Haku.
that's-
It's Haku.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
Ghanaian. Nino.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a Ghanaian. Yeah,
20-year-old
Haku.
Ghanaian, number 18 for Leicester, up against
Yeah.
Kukurea and Sterling. Oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in
This
such
guy-
big
this-
trouble.
this
Sterling
guy-
don't
We
travel.
have 3
This guy,
Ghanaians.
Steve, he's a good player. He's a
Steven,
good
you have
player.
we have Ghanaians in both teams. Chelsea have a Ghanaian on the bench, and then Leicester City have a Ghanaian too. And
Oh,
Liverpool
yeah,
has a Ghanaian.
that Akapom guy's on the bench again.
A champon.
Or Champon, whatever, man. You get what I'm saying. Same
I
thing.
know what you
It
said.
don't really matter.
I know. I'm just
Right,
saying
Steve,
it out there.
we understand what
You
you
know,
mean.
you know how people struggle to pronounce names in the Premier League, like Sobasla, Sobasla,
Szoboszlai.
yeah, Sobasla, and all that kind of names. You know, we
And
all
he's
know
Spaniard,
that.
and he's Spaniard.
Bruno Fernandes. It's not Bruno Fernandes. It's Bruno Fernandes. You know, I've been hearing Bruno Fernandes on FIFA 2023, but I was thinking maybe Derek Ray was not saying his name very well. But then until I heard him saying it, Bruno Fernandes in the Premier League, I was like, oh, okay, so Derek Ray was
Yeah,
right.
I knew how to say that one. I've got a mate who's Portuguese.
Yeah, I never knew that was his right pronunciation until I heard Derek Ray from FIFA say that he's always pronounced his name by he's pronounced his name Bruno Fernandes. Okay. So yeah, we
did get it wrong because it's Fernandes because he only takes penalties.
Before you guys go off, what's your predictions for the score? Like,
Good. I haven't even asked.
My
Good thing you
prediction
brought
is
that
a
up.
Chelsea win. I don't give scores, neither do you. So, Nee, over to you.
I'm going for a Chelsea 3-0. Chelsea 3-0.
Confident.
Ryan. Oh, Chadri, captain. Chadri, the captain. Ryan, who do you think is winning? Dan.
I don't
Who's
do
winning-
predictions.
who's winning this game?
Like Steve said, I don't do predictions. Does Chelsea win today? They have to win.
Yeah, you guys have no balls, man. You guys have no balls.
I'll tell you what then, Nee. All right,
Yeah.
I'll go 2-1.
There you go. Don't be Steven, okay? Don't come up. We have balls. Bring it out.
Yeah, it's
Steven
like
don't have
DJ
balls.
Sav. DJ Sav's exactly the same, isn't it? He don't bring predictions.
Steven
for
don't
us.
have balls. He have minerals. Steven, you have minerals?
Hey,
balls.
calm down, eh?
All right, guys. I will see you guys again on the review. Dan, I'm
No.
going to send the link for the review. Make sure you join after the game. We'll talk about it on the show, okay?
Yeah. Send me the link straight away.
Big
fella.
up to Dan himself.
Hey, I bet you had a nightmare on FIFA last night, didn't you? Bet you didn't sleep last night, didn't you?
Oh, I didn't sleep. I had
Hey,
2.5 or
you
3
know
hours. 3 hours.
You know what he's done,
sleep.
Steve? You know what he's done, Steve? Yeah, he woke up this morning. Steve said, "I've got to come back." Got my tissue, wiped my tears, and I had to eat myself waffle and syrups just to try and learn. And then he probably got on FIFA, and then he went on FIFA and like had a little practice to see how's there any chance to beat Ras at like FIFA, because I just dominated him last night. His face, it's just like it was so funny. My boy even cussed him. My little boy cussed him. Oh, all the excuses on the control.
All right, Chelsea down to kick off. It's about to kick the ball. Guys,
Alright,
thank you
boy.
very much.
Alright, boys, much love to
Dan,
you guys.
Dante, Makeem himself, Andy. Andy, big up to you. Chelsea Dan, big up to you. GFC, Gavin, Stephen G, Nehemiah, Todd Labor, Luca CFC, the Blue Club Show. Also, thank you guys all that made it to the show today. Little Desperandons, as I always say, hang on to hope. Guys, I will see you for the review of the game here in very, very about our time. Dan, thank you very much for coming on. Bye for now, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.